Okay guys, me the Professor here. Today's question is, can Puff be still soloed at the highest level? You know, in the top 10, we only have one Puff, you know, H-Box. Or has this character been, you know, figured out? Top 20, we have one more, actually up 9 spots. You know, my theory was Puffs are really going down lately. Actually, H-Box is up 1 spot. SDJ is up 9 spots. Let's see, anyone else? One more, 2 Saint. And again, these are all solo Puffs. Again, this guy's number 43. Any more Puffs? No, top 50, we only have 3. Now, these are all solo Puffs. So the question is, can Puff still be soloed? And to answer the question, guys, I'm not sure. Now, we could go to the historic list here. And, you know, recently, not much out of Puffs at all. Actually, we never really had much out of Puffs out of H-Box. But H-Box has won a lot, guys. Like, if you add up all H-Box's major wins, I think he might have the most, or the second most. I believe Mango back in the day actually played a little bit of Puff. If we keep scrolling here, let's just see on the right-hand side of the screen. Yeah, but okay, guys, so the question is, can Puff, you know, still be soloed, guys? I mean, I don't know. Puff just has so many matchups that are tough, like Fox. I mean, this is 2-2. I mean, H-Box did make, you know, losers finals. You know, he did make losers finals in Wavelength, the tournament that just happened. He loses this to Aklo. Now, Aklo's Fox is very, very good. I would say maybe top 4 Foxes right now. And yes, this is one of Puff's weaker matchups. But the problem with Puff is it's not just Fox. I think at the high level, now you might say at the mid-level in my locals, you know, I dominate with Puff. But at the highest level, guys, I just don't know if you could solo with Puff still, because Fox is a really tough matchup. DK, like we're seeing in the current meta, like DK's not great. Marth, like I think Marth is clearly a losing matchup for Puff. I think Captain, I know we haven't seen much out of Wizzy lately. But I think Captain Falcon, here's the stage transformation. Okay, and they're just both not going to do anything. I think Aklo should maybe stand the aggressive here. You know, Puff generally, I would say, doesn't like these transformations. It could rest. You know, Fox does have some infinite still. You know, you could pin your opponent up against that tree. We've all seen that many times. Okay, we have a stalling. Wow, this looks like my match here. A lot of stalling here. See if we get a timeout. But guys, leave a comment below. I don't know if you could solo Puff anymore and win it all. I think Puff has sort of been figured out. I think Levin made a tier list video about it 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, said Puff is the best character in the game. I strongly don't agree with that anymore, guys. Now, you could say in tournament, maybe Puff is the easiest to play, or easiest on your hands, maybe, in tournament. But guys, like these Fox, like, I just don't see H-Box beating these guys at the highest possible level. Okay, a lot of stalling here. Back air. H-Box does take 2 sets off of Aklo, which is very good. Aklo plays Fox only. You know, Link is a little too slow for Puff. I have tried Link versus Puff. It's a little too slow. Right, guys. Leave a comment below, though. I want to know what you guys think. Can you still solo Puff in the current 2024 meta and win it off? Maybe Puff Yoshi? Puff Yoshi isn't terrible. I do think Yoshi beats Puff, though. So, like, those are 4 characters. Like, Fox, Marth, Captain, even Sheik. I even think Sheik beats Puff. And I think DK's close. I even think DK gets close to Puff in the current meta. And H-Box is clearly the best Puff in the world. We got to look at that other chart very quickly again. Look at those other 2 rankings, the other 2 Puffs. Like, I think it's very tough to solo main Puff these days, guys. Okay, let's just see how this fight plays out. By the way, guys, I know I didn't take Aklo. If you didn't check out my top 3 predictions for Luminosity or next major, check it out. I know I didn't pick Aklo in that, but Aklo looked very good. Aklo's Fox looked incredible in Wavelength. There was a lot of good players in Wavelength, guys. I'm surprised Aklo just ran over them all up. The only way Aklo didn't look great was in the finals with his Link. You know, his Link didn't look as crisp as it did the tournament before against Zane. You could argue, well, maybe Zane's been practicing a little bit against the Link. That's kind of why I took Junebug in our next tournament. Our next tournament's in about 2 weeks. First day of November, I believe. You know, I did take Junebug because the question is, you know, are these guys getting used to these matchups? Like, have these matchups been figured out yet? I don't think DK has been yet, but that was a nice edge guard. Beautiful edge guard. He's able to get back to the stage, too. A beautiful edge guard by H-Box. A little bit of a pop-off. With 2 stocks left, but I believe he does lose this match. Guys, I just think, and I'm a Puff player, so you could say, well, I'm biased. You know, I have bias against my own player. Most players have bias against their own character, try to underrate their own character. But, guys, like, I just don't see it for Puff in the current meta. HBox has won 2 majors in like 4 years. Now you could say, well, that's you could say that's recency bias because, you know, back in the day, HBox won the most majors, won so many for such a long duration. You got to check out that list if you have any time, guys. But right, in the current meta, like the last year, the last 2 years, HBox just can't win. Okay, there's a beautiful up air, beautiful up smash rather by Aklo. Final stock here. This was actually a decisive moment for HBox because he looked very good this tournament too, but he just was not able to pull it off. Let's just see how this final stock plays out. Then we'll go back to the other page quickly. I hope everyone's having a good weekend, by the way. But guys, leave a comment below. Should a Puff player maybe have a secondary? Okay, beautiful KO by Aklo. Nice pop off by Aklo too. You know, should a Puff player in the modern times, in modern Melee, have a secondary? Because guys, let's just go back to this top 100. Sorry, my hope you can see it on the left side of my screen here. Like, we only have 3 Puffs. You know, we only have 3 Puffs. We have a lot of Foxes. We still have a decent amount of Falcos. Couple Marts. You know, Marts on the lower end. High end, of course, we have Zin. We have Kador and Spark. Ossify. But guys, in terms of Puff, we only have HBox, who's definitely been trending down the last 2 years. Next highest, I got to check out more from this guy, SDJ. I got to check out more placements of him. He did go up 9. He did go up 9 from his last placement, which is impressive. And there's only one other Puff. Only one other Puff down at 43. He's back on the list, so I want to see what his final, what his final placement is. But, guys, this is going to be controversial too. Leave a comment below. In the current meta, can you solo main Puff? Or do you need a secondary? And who should that secondary be based on Puff's weakness? Hope everyone's having a good weekend. See you guys.